Hello everybody out there in the YTPC, and once again thank you for joining me in my backyard. And I'm kind of going to start a thing here, and it's going to be something new in my first pipe, or first actual pipe, briar pipe. And I am smoking a blend I've never smoked before. I've had it for a long time, and I've seen lots of reviews about this tobacco, but I've never tried it myself until now. But for the first time smoking in my very first briar pipe, I'm smoking Macarons Plum Cake Navy Blend. And this actually happens to be a tin that actually has a description on it of the tobacco blend. It says, plum cake, 3.5 ounces. Plum cake brings the thoughts back to old times when the sailors on board the sailing ships filled their pipes with good, satisfying tobacco, and having the scent of tar and salt water all around them. Bright Virginia tobacco mixed with burley and a little original Macaron Cavendish and just a touch of Latakia. Made in Denmark by Macaron Tobacco Company, www.mac-baron.com. Imported by Sutliff Tobacco Company, Richmond, Virginia, 23224. And yeah, that's the first tobacco I've had in a long time that actually had a description. And this was tinned in November of 2018. And I've had this a little bit longer than that. Well, actually, I think the store I bought it from had it a little bit longer than that. But anyways, there's the beautiful artwork on it. And it smells like a real spicy tobacco. It really does to me. I get it like peppery notes. And on a dry draw, about the same thing, like a spicy tasting tobacco. Now I'm going to attempt to light it. This might take me a couple times because got some wind going on. We've been having some rain where I'm at. Without further ado, I'm going to try plum cake. And I'm using my favorite tamper. Got a good wind going. Does have a bit of a spicy taste to it. I don't know if maybe that's let's see. I don't know if that would be the burley or the lactakia that kind of gives it that spicy taste. And when I mean spicy, I mean, you know, more of like a peppery kind of hint on the taste. Now I will say, I was expecting, because you know I'm more of an aromatic smoker, I was expecting this to have like a fruity smell to it, you know, kind of like a jam smell or something. But it really ain't got much of a plum flavor that I can taste. It tastes more like a non-aromatic. But it's really good smoke though. A little peppery, I would say. But I ain't getting no hint of like a plum or anything. I will say though that if you was to walk into the room note, I will say that the room note would almost put you in the mind of like a real old fashioned type of spiced cologne, you know. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good tobacco. Now, I will say this, I let this sit out and dry overnight. I was only aiming because I was going to actually do this video last night. But this tobacco was like really moist, so I let it sit out overnight. I spread it was too dry and it still felt moist to me. Really good. I didn't think I'd like it, but kind of like a little bit of that like peppery taste in the back. I will say, if you like that bolder taste, like if you like full-fledged strong aromatics and everything, or not aromatics, but like, you know, things that might be kind of on the cuff but leaning more towards a non-aromatic, I say this would be a good blend for you. Now I do know that some of the strong notes coming from it too is also the Cavendish, as which I can slightly taste the Cavendish in it, but it's not as predominant. I can't remember if it's Latakia or gotta read the thing here real quick. I can't remember if it's Latakia or Burley tobacco that actually has more of a bite to it, and I'm thinking it's the Burley, and I think Latakia might be on the back side of that too. But you can really taste one or the other. I ain't too sure deciphering in which one I'm tasting more of. and I'm pairing it with some pumpkin spice coffee. After all, it's starting to get to that time of year, you know. I tell you something, I've been watching old interviews from way back in the day of Tolkien, J.R. Tolkien. And for those of you that don't know who that is, if you ever been a fan of Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, that's the man that wrote the books and pretty much inspired the creators of the original D&D or Dungeons and Dragons, inspired them to create the game. But seems to have a pretty good note about it. Now this is also kind of smoking and burning just a little hot, but also, like I said, I got some wind going on and I don't know where my windscreens are. All right, I'm going to take a small little pause and I'll come back with you about mid bowl to finish.